Hey, it's Soul with a War Within Alpha video, and today I'm going to explain what we know so far about concentration, the new mechanic that's going to replace inspiration and totally fix the game. And I'm only kind of joking. Hit the like button, subscribe to support the channel, like the video too, that'll be great, and let's get ready for you to hear me say concentration a lot. Concentration is, according to the tooltip, a resource that you can use to guarantee higher quality on your next craft. It regenerates slowly through time or by getting an Ingenuity proc. Improving your Ingenuity stat increases the chance of getting a refund on concentration spent. As you can see, concentration is a kind of resource that you see in your profession menu, and in the alpha we have 500 of it, and from testing it regenerates at a rate of 1 point every 5 minutes, or a little under 2 days if you want to make a clickbait title. The immediate tell to me is that I never want to be truly capped on concentration, otherwise I'm going to feel like I'm wasting a precious resource, but also to not spend it haphazardly. But first we need lots more information. What does concentration do? Let's take a look at a low-level recipe. Functionally, when concentration is used, it's going to bump your craft up 1 rank. So a rank 1 is going to become a rank 2, a 4 becomes a 5, and so on. The amount of concentration used depends on the kind of recipe. It depends on how high of a rank you're moving up to, and it depends on the distance here between your current skill and what you need to get to that next rank. So if you're really close to getting to the next rank, the concentration cost is very low, or it's none because you've become that skilled. But if you're barely able to passively craft a rank 4, for example, expect a very hefty cost to get a max rank, but again, not all recipes are made the same. I want you to keep in mind too that skill values aren't working on the alpha, so don't expect to come away from this video with any real conclusions of like how many times you'll be able to craft a certain something per day. Here's why we should be mad, or anything like that. This is just a very early look. Using concentration is pretty simple. You can see the value that's going to be needed for a particular craft, and there's a handy dandy button to press that'll highlight it, showing you that concentration is active. And then simply craft and the resource will be spent. Then turn it off when you're done. Switching to other recipes will set concentration back to off to avoid making mistakes. When skilling up, you'll notice how concentration values lower because the amount needed becomes less and less. Just like how inspiration eventually isn't needed, the same goes for concentration. But higher level recipes like this sanctified alloy, which needs other alloy to craft, retain fairly high costs of concentration even at higher skill levels. And in this example, I spec'd heavily into alloy crafting, but I don't have any points into other spec talents that I could probably benefit from. Again, we can't draw many conclusions here, but I'm willing to speculate that there will be crafts that will always require some level of concentration, to where we'll basically be unable to craft to a client's satisfaction until we get some of that resource back. With concentration comes Ingenuity. It's meant to be a stat that gives the crafter a chance to get a refund on the concentration that they just spent on that craft. Unfortunately, it's not testable on the alpha right now. Looking at the blacksmithing spec, it looks like there are conditions where we can raise our Ingenuity via specialization, and there are a few finishing reagents that give a small chance of an Ingenuity proc. The whole idea of Ingenuity and concentration is that it effectively shifts the idea of RNG or randomness away from the client entirely and onto us, the crafters. So there's a give and take. We'll be able to confidently tell the client that yes, we can rank 5 that item and do it because we have the concentration to do it. There is no ambiguity, there's no deception. We either can or cannot do it. But when the craft is done, depending on how much concentration we have left, we will be able to maybe keep on working or take a break. The client no longer has any concern for us, they got theirs. Now that we have more information, I'm warming up to the idea of concentration, but I do have questions about how much we can put into this Ingenuity stat, because it's going to be a very powerful stat that we want to maintain all the time. There's also the question of racial bonuses, because left as is, those who have skill bonuses will basically be able to craft that many more times than others at any given time. I think racials should have a look at, and maybe instead of a direct skill bonus, maybe a faster regeneration of a concentration by a few percent, maybe like a 1% bonus to Ingenuity, something that has meaning, but nothing that makes me want to be like, oh, okay, I gotta race change or faction change to be the best kind of crafter. For now though, that's all I've got. Let us know what you think in a comment. Please like the video, subscribe for more coverage. Catch me live and I'll catch you later. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.